this out. Perfect.
Champion, the way of the warrior. Champion eyes. Get back up. My spirit cries.
But you're a well-rounded warrior. You keep on fighting. That's what I am. Well-rounded warrior.
I say for me, I've been passed over with my family, my fans, so-called family, some so-called family members, some friends, and etc. Pass over me. They feel that I'm not even there. And I used to accept it as I'm gonna prove something to you. Nah. That I have to understand when I get older is what I am. And I have to understand that when I'm moving of a certain space of my life, to strive to do better, not that many people is going to understand your vision. Not many people is refused to understand the growth of your vision, of your self-vision. The growth of your vision help some. I'm back. On tonight, the title is "It Just Take a Little." I will explain. It just takes a little. I will explain. Again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Dark. Is yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media. Believe that. Thank y'all for participating. Again, thanks for Sister Coco Tina to to uh, to join in. First and foremost, shout out to my family, the Underrated One family. Shout out to the LD. Okay. Shout out to the mighty LDBC, that stands for Lions Den Boxing Community, also basketball community. I've been running with them for years. Thank y'all so much for allowing me to be part of the family. Very much appreciate. We're doing big things. Also, shout out to hashtag TWT family and everybody else. Shout out to y'all. Before I'm gonna bring Sister Coco Tina in. Well, matter of fact, let me bring her in and then I continue. Good evening. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Well, why I bring this up tonight? Because no matter if you in a relationship, marriage, or whatever, you go through things. And sometimes that we take for granted for little things, to talk it out. Also, we do. Sometimes we take for granted that that person could understand. And and I learned that. I mean, that it's a reminder that sometimes that when you go through a misunderstanding or disagreement and stuff, sometimes that sometimes you gotta think. So why I put the thumbnail up there, you see that, right?
I see.
The,
I see like couples.
yes, happy couple. Yeah, great. You're on the track. You're on track, Sister Coco Tina. You're on track. Matter of fact, you getting real hot, real hot. You have to come. You have to get off and come back in and stop. No, but basically what it means that we gonna talk about tonight, that a black woman could make a black man happy, or it could be vice versa. It could be vice versa too. What I'm saying is this, and not a while back, me and the miss had a misunderstanding, and we was not there. I was on this side and she was on the other side, and we was like I said, they're bumping heads, and until we talk it out and everything, and we got back on track. See, sometimes we make things bigger that they shouldn't. Sometimes our pride, and I'm talking about the men, sometimes we let our pride get in the way. And I'm not saying every woman is like that, but a good woman will. She just want to know that you care. She just want to know that you care for her feelings, that you understand her feelings. And then she will find out, like, listen, I'm going through shit too, like that. And that, and then she would understand, all right, you should tell me that before. So that's why sometimes that when we did that, it seems like the whole fog just left in seconds. And we back where we at right now. Because sometimes it just happened. So that's about, so that's what we're gonna talk more about tonight. Go ahead, Sister Coco Tina, if you want to add something. I know you want to add something.
I agree totally with what you said. Forgive my background because I am driving.
Okay, no problem.
So, one additional thing is that, when couples get into a disagreement, they let it linger,
Mm-hmm.
manifest into something larger, and can sometimes get out of control.
Mm-hmm.
And once something manifests to something else, it brings on a different outlook.
Mm-hmm.
The party second guessing, you know,
Mm-hmm.
not understanding, where his head at, where's her head at. You know what should I do? Should I throw in the towel? Should I not throw in the towel? So then all these questions start surfacing.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about that is, once it manifests to that level, if that relationship is not tight,
Uh-huh.
there's a possibility that you know you could lose someone,
Mm-hmm.
or you can I'm gonna say downgrade or
Mm.
start to loosen your grips in regards to that relationship.
Mm. Okay. That's what's up. So let me ask you a question, Sister Coco T. Now, it doesn't go just for one party, it goes for both parties, right?
That is correct.
Okay. Because I ask that because there are some people think, oh, I don't care, it's your fault, or it's that, but it ain't my fault, it's your fault. No, because when it comes down to it, it shouldn't be come to that anyway. What it is that, do you still love that person? Do that person makes you happy? Do trial and tribulation? Do that person would step up to the plate and be there? Do that person make sure that you okay? And see, these are the questions that we have to answer quickly. Is that people say, take your time. No, 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 no. Let me tell you something. When you love somebody, when you have disagreement, like Sister Coco Tina said, it can escalate to something else that don't need to. Do you really want that? So sometimes people, they be getting their feelings. Like me and Coco Tina, there are certain ways we just alike. As you know your sister. We just alike. She ain't gonna bid for him. I ain't gonna bid. And it's like, you don't understand, baby. I'm with you, and this and that and everything. Why you pushing me away? And this and that. I'm not hurting you. And I'm saying, yeah, I don't. And then after that, but one way or the other, we always find a place that we come back together. So what I'm saying is this: that we talk and we agree. We got to work on. I mean, it's not all that serious, but we got to work on our attitude. Our attitude sometimes. That's why I said yesterday it's all about change. And I really believe that we still working, and we're gonna be okay. And so when I was speaking to her this morning and everything, it happened a while back, y'all. It happened a while back. So we were just talking and reminiscing, and she was saying like, yeah, Hotel, what's good, my brother? How you doing? I want you to go check out. I did a powerful chop up with the brother last night on my channel, The Underrated Darkness. I want you to check that out. Coco Tina is in it and everything. And it was powerful, y'all. Very
That,
powerful. I want you to go check it out. And
that was a very deep, knowledgeable chop up.
okay.
So,
Thank you. Appreciate that. Anything you want to add on to that? You can add on more to that.
which add on what in regards to the chop up last night?
Yeah, that's the chop up last night because it's I could spin it right off in there.
It was very knowledgeable, and I noticed that they say flock of the birds, fly together, whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
and know, it seems like both of you all are on the same page, on the same path. And y'all seek the knowledge that us as Black folk should be seeking for ourselves. And I do appreciate you and him taking the time out to getting together, giving us, even though it was, little summaries of information, but something is better than nothing, because that just gets our ball rolling, or mind wanting to learn more. So
Yeah.
y'all keep up the good work.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, she said that the guy that was said facts, sister. Thank you so much. Thank you. We gonna talk more about that live, because I think it's we can build off that too. But I mean, before I continue, when I'm go back doing y'all, I'm gonna take like certain lives and I'm gonna ask certain people to watch it. Now, when I tell you to watch it all the way through, because when I created it, that's the live, that's a certain live that time we're gonna talk about it. So that's going to happen very, very soon, and then I think this is going to be one of the lives that I'm going to. I want people to watch and everything. Coco Tina and Brother Nollywood, y'all going to be part of the panel. I'm just letting you know right now. Y'all going to be part of the panel. So anybody that wants to join, I advise y'all to watch it all the way through, because we're gonna go really deep in it and everything. But get back, what I'm saying is that we was talking this morning, me and the miss, and she said I'm gonna use underrated, because I don't, so, and she said, why you didn't let me know? I was gonna nip it in the bud right there, and I would not be in my feelings, and I didn't see it this past weekend. She was in her feet. I mean, was it this weekend? No, she worked. She worked a lot, y'all. She sis worked a lot. But it was like happened a while back, and we was like talking about it throughout the week, this weekend, past weekend. And she said, "You need something. You gotta let me know." I said, "We gotta let me know too." And so we promised ourselves that if it ever is a disagreement or whatever, we gonna sit down and talk, because it doesn't make no sense to go to bed angry, wake up angry, and you want to prove a point. Now you ain't gonna play me, and at that time you wasting time.
So correct. I'm in agreement with. I'm a ride or die for my sis. But she, or females or males in the situation, again, you can't let things fester. You got to take the time, when you see that there is a problem. You got to take that time to make sure that you correct the problem, or come to some compromise agreement about the situation, because we are all individual people trying to become one, and or try to act as one. I ain't gonna say become one. We can never become one. We're still gonna be two individual people. But we're trying to ensure that we are on one accord, that we're moving at the same pace, because there's sometimes where someone may be moving a little more faster than
others. Yeah, that's
um,
true.
and that could be a problem that surfaces because they feel that the other one's too slow. But you can't measure progress, and you can't the process of someone else. Um, so again, it's just a matter of communication and a matter of taking that time and actually stopping what you're doing, because that they're supposed to be priority, right? And
Yes.
making sure that you are making sure that your priority is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Before you do anything, you got to go into work late. You got to call off. Um,
Right.
Guys, stop saying, "Look, I'm gonna have to move my show." Um,
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to make sure that your significant other is well, well, and y'all on one accord, especially when a disagreement happens, because we're gonna always have a disagreement because we're individuals, and us females, sorry to say, we can be a little emotional, um,
Ooh.
especially if the man won't talk.
Yeah.
We will get in our feelings,
Ooh. Yeah. I need a drink for that. That's best with
and because we can't get you to talk. But I had to learn, and I'm still learning because I'm still learning that, sometimes you gotta let the man go through his course. And eventually, if he really needs your assistance, he'll come. If he trusts you. Now, there's some men out there who feel that they solo dolo and they don't need no woman's help, or a woman can't help them. And then when they up to their ears in water, then they yelling and shouting, and we looking at, well,
you. Yeah.
all we had to do is drain the tub, babe. That's all we had to do. Let me pull the
Right.
plug for you.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at you like, oh dang, I should have came to you anyway.
Right.
I don't understand. But that's that male pride for some.
Uh,
Um, I think that also, some depends on the female, because we got some masculine females out here,
mm-hmm.
just like we got some feminine males. So,
Yeah.
some males don't want to be as taken back as being weak.
Got you. Got you. So let me welcome on Brother Prince in the building in this piece. How you feel,
So,
brother? Hello. Hey. Hey, you dragging real bad, man. Dragging real bad. You might have to go back out and come back in. Can't hear you, bro. Oh, okay. But again, the title is it just take a little. I will explain.
it just takes a little time. It just takes a little commitment. It takes just a little communication. It takes just a little love.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes just a little smile. Smile at me.
Yeah, got you. Yeah, and it take like you said, patience. It takes a little caring too.
Mm,
So if you gotta care.
gotta, Sometimes it's a combination of it all. Sometimes it's
Yes.
you know, but
Mm-hmm.
you or we as a people should know our significant other, and we should know how to make them smile.
Yeah.
We should know, how to, even though sometimes it's hard, but we should know effectively communicate. So the word is effectively,
Got you.
because you can communicate by talking.
Mm-hmm. Got you. So let's bring Brother Prince in. Oh, let me see. Let me hit this. Salute to you. Wow.
I guess the app don't like him.
Yeah, you gotta go back out and come back in because you sound like you really dragging.
Sound like a computer.
Yeah. Yeah, you might come back out. Oh, okay. And so I said for me is that it takes repetition too. You got to keep on working at it. Just cannot just I'm just gonna do whatever it is. No, you got to keep on practice it. So when it comes up, we know what to do. And don't like you said, like you right. Don't let it linger either. You know, don't please don't let it linger because that's unfair to yourself and it is unfair. It's unfair to unfair to yourself. It's unfair to that loved one. And and also to do something too because when you mad and sometimes like you and that person sometimes take that time. Sometimes take the time, take a drive, take a walk. Or if you have a little money, if it's towards the weekend, take a weekend trip. Just you and him. Doesn't make a difference. You know, if there's a little tension at the house, and if they have a picnic in the car. There's quite a few things that you could do to help make it better. So we're gonna do it again.
Might need to give him another link.
Huh? Yeah. Hold on, brother Prince. Look, watch out. Look out for your email. I'm gonna see you the link through the email. Cause I don't know why this dog going dragging like that. Hold on for 1 second. That's a good idea. Sister. Prince, brother Prince, go out and check your email. Go out and check your email. I just sent it to your email. Probably that works. And but get back what I'm saying that even like if you eat at the table, pray together too. That's very important. Anything you want to add on, sis?
That's the very first thing you do.
Yeah. Pray together.
Sometimes that's hard.
Yeah, can y'all hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, so I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I seen you had Ozzy Davis and Ruby D on the avatar, man. What y'all chopping up about?
No, what I was talking. What I was talking about, brother, that sometimes we gotta make each other happy, and sometimes you have a disagreement. You can't let it linger. Talk it out.
Oh yeah,
You
man.
know.
You gotta communicate in a relationship, man. No communication means no relationship. Cause you gotta relate. That's why it's called a relationship.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, it was have a Y'all supposed to have 80% in common and 20% you don't. You know, that's the differences that you got going on. It's the 80-20 rule, right? So, yeah, you bring 80% to the table, other person gives you 20% back, and it is vice versa. So that's what makes 100%, you know, or they would say 200%. So yeah, man, I think that, yeah. So I think that's what's wrong with a lot of relationships is it ain't no communication, it ain't no respect, and you know, and uh, it's just the physicality of it, you know, the primal that's bringing you together, and that ain't what's gonna keep you together. So yeah, you gotta have more than just that, you know, to complete the match, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong.
No, no, you good. You good. You good. Yeah, you good. And I think that's a miscomponent now, and do it consistently too. You know, I see a lot of people they be in their feelings.
Yeah, if you be in their feelings, and like I say, a lot of times, you know, I think that women, you know, they just want to vent things out. Men want to solve the problem, but sometimes women just want to be able to vent it out, talk it out. You know, you know. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you got to work it out, man. You know, like that old gospel song, "Work It Out." You know.
Yeah,
So yeah, you got to work it out.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's true. That's good. Hey, Coco Tina, anything you want to add on to that, Brother Prince is saying?
So when you said work it out. But anyway, sometimes little sometimes it takes a little um sometimes we may, felt neglected and no reason of the other folk of the other party, which caused us to get into a little funk because we wasn't getting the time we wanted. And sometimes, um and
Yeah.
it out on the other person. So we gotta be a little bit mindful of, everything's not gonna go your way. And make sure we're compromising or staying on our course or our um, agreed upon level of commitment. Let's just say.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, the commitment's got to be there. You got to be committed. Uh, you know, loyalty, you know, accountability, responsibility for self and for the other. You know, yeah, you know, you're a team. You know, so you just got to realize that's what it is. You know, you ain't gonna agree on everything, but y'all got to come to common. You got to find common ground. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. If you can't find no common ground, then you ain't gonna have much. I mean, what you doing or what y'all doing, you know? Yeah, it's always, it's the saying I always say, man. A lot of times, man, you're doing too much, but you're not doing enough. And
Mm-hmm.
you're not doing the little things, man. The little things what count,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Definitely.
You gotta be considerate, you know. Yeah, like, relationship, me, relationship, whatever. You know, a woman hand me my plate. I say thank you, appreciate you. You know, little things like that, man. I know I ain't taking it for granted out here, and that's really what it is. You just can't take each other for granted. You know it's gonna be it ain't never the good days. It's always the bad days what break our
Mhm.
relationship. So
That's true.
you got to make sure that those bad days don't come in the catastrophic days. Don't make a one bad moment turn into a bad situation. You know.
Hmm.
I
That's
mean, I ain't
true.
really do all the arguing. You know, it's like it was like what I had called Crimson Cure yesterday, and she was talking about them foreign women, right?
Hmm.
And she was talking about the Chinese woman or the Asian women, right? She said they talk crazy to their men, but then when they talk crazy to them, they talk crazy to them behind closed
Hmm.
doors
Right.
in the house. But they still, you know, taking care of the kids. They still doing that. They still going over there, you know what I'm saying? With those businesses they got, you know the business they got, the stereotypical nail shops, stereotypical restaurants they would have, what you would say, and uh, and the women are very vocal, but they're gonna still, but they're gonna do their duty though. See, you know,
Hmm.
so yeah, I think it's the duty, man, that people are lacking. That you know, the women gonna still do what they supposed to do, regardless if they mad at that man or they still pissed off at the man. Of course, man gonna he get mad at a woman, he gonna naturally go still do it. Most likely he gonna still do what he do regardless. And we don't, you know, most men gonna say what we're gonna say and we're gonna get on, right? And we're gonna still go do what we're gonna do. We still gonna go to work. We still gonna bring those resources back to the house. We still gonna cut that grass. We still gonna make sure that thing is fixed or whatever. If we don't want to do it ourselves, we'll get on the phone, make calls, do estimates, whatever we need to do, right? If it's just something but we ain't don't have time to do, right? So we still gonna handle the business regardless. But you know, you can't be selfish. You got to be giving. You know, so uh, if you're gonna be in a relationship, you know, or a
Hmm.
committed relationship that can lead to a potential of marriage type of relationship, if you want to go that way or not, right? My state, you if you with a woman, you live with a woman over 90 days, they call it common law in the state of Texas. So you pretty much married. You know, and you got some people don't want no paperwork, so it is what it is.
Hmm.
I'm just covering all bases on our different dynamics of thought. So
Right.
you know, yeah. So you know, you gotta know what you're dealing with, man, and you got and the key is the, you can have a problem with the woman's flaws, man. You know what I mean? You gotta love
Hmm.
her bad. You gotta love her flaws. And
Hmm.
all of you know, yeah, you know, whatever. What can you get around? Then you know what's automatically disqualifies and automatic ending of well relationships. Perfect example would be I was Mia X, right? She said you got to know she said, you know, as far as a woman is concerned or a man is concerned, it's got to be it's got to be your hell yeahs and you got to be your hell yeahs and your fuck now. So that means, you know, if we break a fuck now or she break a fuck now, then it's over. If it's a hell yeah, then it's cool, you know. So that's what it
Yeah.
is. You got to establish your standards on site, what you own and what you're in about. And they're going to test you to see if you really on that ground. Now, if they do, you know something wrong. You can tell them something I don't like this. This is what I don't get down with. Don't play with me.
Hmm.
That's my F now, right? So that's what it is. So that's why you got to. That's how it's got to be. But
I got a
I
question.
think people forget that. Go ahead.
So I know you said relationships should maybe encourage, but do you think that if you in a
Hold on.
relationship are trying to build something you can marry, is that
I
so?
can't hear you. There's some noise in the background. You need to repeat that question, please.
Hold on. I'm gonna mute my mic.
All right. This mic muted. Go ahead.
So okay, so traditionally we're supposed to be so that we can become married. and procreate, have children. So, is it safe to say that the tradition of marriage is being is obsolete?
I mean,
Y'all,
I think is it obsolete? I don't think it's obsolete. I think I think because of the system is set up, the good part of the system is set up. It benefits marriage as far as tax breaks and all this kind of stuff. You combine your money together. It's easy to get, your debt to income ratio goes down. Your income go up, your debt go down, both two. So you be able to go in together and do real estate, do businesses and things like that. I was raised a long time ago. A lot of problems, a lot of problems, a lot of these relationships. Well, my grandfather and grandmama said, y'all ain't making no money together. So what that mean? Okay, he got his job, you got yours. Where's the third one? Where's the third hustle at where y'all coming together and y'all putting some money down and y'all flipping some? I don't give a damn if some hoes. Okay? I don't give a damn if you just go rent a house. Okay? You got something else coming in. I don't give a damn if y'all going to the flea market and y'all selling, y'all getting your Fred Sanford in Lamont, you selling junk. It doesn't matter. What are y'all doing in between there? Because you already know that the kids are going to eventually leave anyway, right? So you're going to have 17, you probably have 20 years of kids. You understand me? Y'all going to be together. You're supposed to be together for life. So what you going to do when them 20 years of kids are gone? Okay, if you have 3 and 5 years, so you say 22, 23 years of kids are gone, they're gone. What you going to do out of that? And at the same time, what are y'all doing? Because you need to be doing something together where y'all making something, where y'all accomplishing a goal together as one outside of the kids. And what else? That's really the main thing. That's really wrong with a lot of these relationships. Women is modern day, based off this internet. I would say based off what we're seeing on this internet. Stick to the YouTube streets. These people, these women is coming over here waiting for finish line niggas. They just want to hand the water when you through at the finish line. And well, damn. I need the water way back at the 5 mile mark. I needed the water at the 10 mile mark. I needed mile at the 16 at the 20 mile mark. Yeah, I'm gonna need the water when I get done. So where's the process growing at? What would y'all would call struggle love? So that's why certain races and other races, when I give perfect example. When a white father sends his daughter to a college, she's going to do 2 things. One is obvious, get an education. Second one is when she get through, is she needs to be engaged and getting ready to have a husband. That's what she needs to do. That's what they do. They don't send they daughters to higher learning institutions. So they're supposed to be higher intellectual guys there. So she need to be. For freshman year, it is what it is. Sophomore year, yeah. She pretty much got her education almost conquered, right? So she need to be looking for that husband. You need to bringing that back. So, and I think that's what's wrong in the black community is like I preach on my show. It's only gonna be 2 type of women. It ain't these 4, 5 women. It's only 2. As far as women, is you raising the girl to be a wife or she's going to be a concubine? That's really it. And concubine, you can go look up the synonyms for concubine and girlfriend, all that there. So when y'all get that mindset going and these women over here, and I ended here. Steve Harvey, right here, Laura Harvey, right?
What about you, Andre?
Go ahead. You breaking up. What you say?
I was like, what about Andre? What do he do?
What did he do? Well, naturally, he need to be naturally. What he does is he predicts, provides, he sets the tempo, the rules and regulations. He's going to work. He's going to come home. He's going to, if he got boys or whatever, he's going to get, there's a certain age that a father can't really get the boy to do certain things until he gets about 6 or 7. You know what I'm saying? That's when he can go out and get the game that he needs to be a man. Okay? The girl, all the man is supposed to do is to be an example of what a husband is, what a man is. Okay? That's why when I was married and had the stepdaughter, because I married the mama, when the girl turned 23, she ended up wanting to be a wife. Because she seen how I treated her mother, treated her very well. She got what she wanted, we took care of business, we did little things and everything else. And she went on to become a wife, you know. Perfect example of what I did today. When I talked about that Gabriel Union situation, which I ain't getting in deep in it, but I'm gonna go to the flip side, which was Bootsy and Bootsy's daughter, right? Now Bootsy's daughter's on the L side of the game. That's all we gonna say. She said that she never had that little Bootsy never gave her that sexual education talk. She gave it to the boy, but he gave it to the boy, but he gave it to a boy in a low chakra way, and he ain't give it to that girl in a high chakra way. Well, reason only way, because women go by what they see too when they want to see what their daddy's on. And all that little girl, which her name is Poison Ivy, all she doing is asking like a female version of Bootsy. Means she gonna have female, she gonna have women. You understand? You know she's supposed to have a man, but she's gonna have women. She's hip hopping, and she acting like a female version of him. That's what she is. The only thing she ain't doing ain't got his haircut. So if you're not instilling family values and you're not even going through a trial and tribulation of having a relationship, you understand me? At least a relationship or marriage, and woman and the girl don't see that in the house. That's what happens right here. Why these girls don't think that marriage is worth anything, because they don't see it in their life. If a girl at least see a man tried in his life, then she know, okay, it's a man at least a try. So she'll go out in the real world, and if a man say he's going to marry you, if she want him, if she dating him, and she what he is, she'll give him a shot. She don't give him that old college try. But if that ain't no example in the house, you know, for the girl, I say, shit, it is what it is. It can turn ugly real quick. So that's what the man instills. He's the model of masculinity, what a man supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna give the information as it goes. You know, because I wasn't raised in the lovey-dovey era. You know, we didn't do it. You know, I wasn't raised by lovey-dovey type of parents. You know what I'm saying? Grandparents weren't lovey-dovey. You know. I think I never heard my granny tell me he loved me, because he let me know that love from a man is by action. It ain't by what you tell. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I knew what love meant.
Say that again. Action.
Is action.
Louder than words, right?
Yeah. Perfect example would be the movie Denzel did, the movie Fences, right? When he said, well, you don't like me. He went on that, what? I ain't gotta like you. Because it ain't like. All right? He loved him because he go out there and he busts his ass for that family every day. They have food on his table, clothes on his back, roof over his head, heat, air conditioning heat, if they had it. He had to go get a damn ragged ass air conditioner, put in the damn window. You know what I'm saying? So, come on, man. It's all about action, you know. So I think that's really what's wrong with a lot of these relationships. We want too much babying right now. You want to baby everything. Only thing you baby is a baby.
Yeah. So that means they still sucking on that Similac.
Yeah, they getting soft. We soft in the game. Like I get up and do my show. I know I run a lot of folk all the way I talk. All I do is talk loud. I just talk outright. I just talk how the Negroes talk on the street corner. You know, rough and tough, and we don't rough and tough, and don't get rough and tough like we dipping snuff, or sipping on some vodka and smoking on a Newport. You know, that's all. Talking shit, swallowing spit, and putting out real legit game. So that's what's wrong with it, man. And game is, hey man, you can't. There ain't no God without the AME in it, man. You know. So it's information, conversation, based with information that leads to an elevation to your ultimate goal and destination. That's all it is. Where you trying to go, what you trying to do, and where you trying to get to. You know. So you know muscle memory and all that, right? So that's what's wrong. So I don't think men have changed. In my opinion, I think men have been. I'm talking about real adulterated men. We know some suckers and some soft guys, but it was suckers and soft guys back then. Okay, that was still able to go out there and have marriages and be good. All right, you had the hustler. Hustler was still able to go out there and do what he do and still had women. All this stuff ain't nothing new. It's just documented now because of the technology and the internet. We can just document it now. We can see it on video now. There's always some sucker doing something he ain't got no business. There's always some man doing something he's supposed to be doing. The problem now is getting convoluted in the game where we don't know what's going on. You'll get a man, perfect example, be like Emmitt Smith, right? We don't know what he's doing. We don't know if he's doing bad or good. But most likely people think he's just a regular born cat. He take care of the kids. He at home. He doing what he supposed to. He gets divorced. The average Joes are getting divorces now. Who used to get divorces was them no good Negroes that was doing everything. Beating the, going up beside the woman's head, cheating on her, gambling the money off. He did everything wrong. He wasn't providing, he wasn't protecting, he wasn't doing nothing.
But
So
that
woman
woman,
get that nigga over there. That woman had to get rid of that nigga. Well, no, that woman got rid of that nigga now. But now, if a man had one weakness, and I'm done. Say that he did it. He didn't put his hands on them. He took care of business. He was there. He went to the church. He took the kids where they had to go. He did all that. But he had Sally over there you were living on the west side, but he had Sally on the south side because he go to this little juke joint on Friday night. He bring the money home. He said he bring a little money home back in the day. He'd chop off that 150. But he had 180, and he put 30 in the pocket. He'd go down to the juke joint and drink and kick it with Sally and bring his butt on back home. And he did everything else, but he had that one that he had Sally, though. And back then, the women didn't care about Sally because she had the house, she had the insurance policy, she had everything. So if he died, she got everything. Sally wasn't getting nothing. So that's really what it was. So the modern day women, so something happened where they saw that, and a lot of times the men died real young, real early, so they would hear those stories. Big mama would be telling them stories, and the girls would be listening in the corner. She might be talking to her auntie, which is her sister or friend Fannie Mae, and they say, yeah, that goddamn James, that son of a bitch, he over there fucking with that bitch Sally. I'm tired of that nigga fucking with Sally. I better not never see Sally. And what she means, she said she better not never see it. As long as she didn't see Sally, she was good. So them girls will hear that and be, he ain't no good. She need to leave that man. She wasn't gonna leave him. She just didn't want to see Sally. Until it was time to see Sally when that nigga at the funeral. That's one time she better see Sally, goddamn man. So that was a different mindset, different era. And at that time, they was dealing with the white man problems, hanging and maintenance and all kind of shit. And then I hear modern day women talking about black men weak now and stand up to the white man. Well, how in the hell did your grandmama, when the Negro was subservient to the damn white man? Most of these niggas now, we talk shit to the white man. You'll see a nigga on the goddamn internet cussing some white man ass out, talking shit, swallowing spit, acting a damn fool with his ass. Some of them damn near put their foot all in their ass, no disrespect. And then we getting worse treatment than the men that was subservient to the white man. I don't understand this, man. I don't get this. More opportunities that we got today and everything, and we having issues with these relationships. We already know it's some things going that went in there, some loopholes, and some doggone monkeys in the rent. Monkey wrench game. We know that part. But I don't know how this modern relationships that got worse when actually ebb and flows in time, economic, ebb and flows in economic prosperity, but most of the time economics are pretty decent in the last 30 years, right? Oh. And we having worse relationship problems. I don't understand it. Women actually are going farther you know, than they was 30 years prior, and women are acting more ignorant than the women that act back in the day that was doing hard work, going out, and then women work back in the day. They're going over there scrubbing floors, doing all kind of shit, back breaking ass work. And then women going out here doing these cuss jobs the way they talk about them, making all this damn money, and you having a problem with a damn man. It should no, because you drop, because when you got accomplish all those goals, you let something go. You let your natural femininity that you have for your man go. All you gotta do is sit on a doggone thing and type all day. Some of these women, some women gotta do some hard work like teaching shit. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And dealing with other people's kids and shit. I get it. You know, but I don't understand how it done the work done got easier. You know what I'm saying? For you ain't breaking your back. You know what I'm saying? And those women were more willing with their men back in the day, and these women nowadays don't want to consider a man right now.
That's
I think
true.
I think it's more of the time. I think it's more of the time. I think a lot of women don't want to commit the time because their time is, they don't want to split it.
Well, it was like, yeah, the problem is that the commitment to the spiritual realm, right, is not there anymore. And I think what happened was, I know people be talking about it, and I think the women to me changed to me in around about 2013, and then when 2016 hit, when that orange man got in the White House, it really got crazy. Okay, you know, and not because he did anything, it's just the news cycle started running these agendas, right? So now, and then you had the Black Power initiative. They started resurgence from 2012. They started pumping this black woman as God. Now I understood what they was trying to do. They was trying to uplift the black woman or whatever, right? But they went too far because they didn't solidify the language, and they didn't break it down. You know, it's like they went too far with it, and then you had the Hebrew Israelites, they going too far down with it. It's a balance. Okay? So that's why back in the day they preached being a virtuous woman, which is a woman of faith. And the only way a woman could be a virtuous woman, she had to be married. Okay, when they say the black woman is God, it's saying the same thing, but these niggas left something out. Because that comes from the Kemetic science, which is assault, ased, and harut. Now, you know what I'm saying? So you had so we understood the Father, the Mother, and the Son. So we call that the Holy Trinity, right? That was the first Holy Trinity there was taught to man, right? Which was creation and life, which is the symbol of home, right? So, but for anyone else to be God, that means you would have to be a man, have to be married to a woman, and y'all got to create a child together. Then you in the Holy Trinity. Somebody left something out because they never kept preaching. They just said the black woman is God, the black woman is God, the black woman is God. And niggas forgot to teach that whole game. So women got a little bit of that. So that they think they're entitled. Okay, a little bit. And then the political game came in. Black Lives Matter came in the door. And then everybody started, and then you got the feminist movement came in the door. And now you got these people telling you that if nigga ain't making this kind of money, he ain't deserving of no damn man. And ain't never been that. And that, you know.
I think the feminist movement started in the 80s. I'm not gonna say it started this week.
No.
I just think
This new wave feminism. This is no feminism started in the late '60s, actually, and it started before that. So it was like it was way back in the day they had feminism. Way back in the day in the 20s and the 40s because women needed to work and they had to have women work because men was going to war and World War I, World War II. That was the first wave of feminism. Second wave of feminism was during the civil rights, after the civil rights movement was won by black folks, so-called. Third wave feminism started, in my opinion, around 2010. You know what I'm saying? But it escalated in about 2012 when Obama, and it got super hyper in 2016. Now it's gone. Those three waves of feminism. Three waves. The first two waves was just trying to get your money right. You got to right to vote. You got to do this, do this. All right, because the other races, they wanted to be able to help their men. You know, they knew men were struggling, so they wanted to help their men. They wanted to work, get money, so they can help the men bring the money up and get the money up. Third level was what we're going through now, the independence and all this. There's
So
no
you
way
said
women
the third level
actually
of
don't really.
feminism is that we want to be the leader. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes. Yeah, third level, y'all want to lead now. And that's not your position to lead. Y'all don't want that responsibility.
I don't agree with that. We want to be equal. That we don't. I
Well,
don't want to lead.
I think, but it's nothing equal on the universe. We was taught about the food chain. We was talking about the doggone food chain in school. So they let you know about the animal kingdom. It ain't nothing, the animal, the primal kingdom ain't equal. You see what I'm saying? You got the, but you got lion, you got the lion that can't do nothing with the elephant. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you got a lion, he can't do nothing with no elephant. A lion can't even whoop a pack of hyenas, but one out there he whooping, but he's still the king, right? So we trying to go against nature. Women it wasn't never all women wanted the man to do, take care of business and make sure she was all right. That's why I said the third wave of women, y'all got these leadership positions because a lot of black men, we stayed in the majority of black men are in the trades, right? We're in the trade fields, which needed right now. Truck drivers, electricians, mechanics. You need these Negroes. Now you got electrical technicians now, engineers that go fix the machineries at these factories. Them Negroes are needed. All right. These Negroes out here, and I'm not saying Negroes because we're talking black folks. We need these. You need truck drivers, you need bus drivers, you need custodians, you need these people to keep things going. You need people to do groundwork. You need landscaping. All right. And the key to all of them, you can own them, you can turn them into businesses. Y'all over here trying to get these corporate Negroes that's sitting under somebody. Kevin Samuels did a doggone show talking about why you women ain't trying to get with these blue collar Negroes. That's been the women's for centuries. Black women's men were blue collar men. That's when they left, when they went out there and they did with the little gangster. All right, for a little while when they was young, 18 to 17, nigga, man, they realized that nigga ain't shit. Guess who they running to? They running right over there, that blue collar ass nigga. Now, if he got some military behind him, he good, That's what they was running to, that's blue collar. Military is still blue collar. All that's blue collar. Anything you use your hands is blue collar. So he military blue collar. If he was a cop, he was blue collar. If he was a doggone fireman, paramedic, that all goes under blue collar work.
Yeah. But I want to ask this question.
Go
I want to
ahead.
ask this question. Now we're gonna stick to the title tonight. Now, how do we go about helping our young ones of the title that I created? It just takes a little because you know what? Because they have to learn also too when they get older. They get in the fights or they with their friends, and they probably have a friend for like ever since they probably was like in pre-kindergarten,
Right.
and they're probably certain disagreement. I'm breaking it all. Sometimes a toxic friend influence.
Yeah.
It was not taught. So how we go about teaching them?
I mean, you just gotta teach them. Well, how you teach them is you teach them First of all, you need to ask them what they want when they get old enough to go to school or whatever. You need to ask them what they want to be, and then
Mm-hmm.
you say what you want to be outside of athletic realm, right? So, right, because I was taught a long time ago. She said, "What do you do when the kids say they want to be basketball player, football player?" She said, "You don't worry about that, because guess what? When he go play football and go play basketball, somebody gonna scout him, and them scouts gonna let him know we good. So we ain't gotta talk about this. We just let's move that up out of here. All right. Now let's talk about yeah, because them scouts gonna let him know he good or not. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and they're gonna put that reality that he can do it. So next thing is yeah, what you trying to do? What you trying to be? You know, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, what you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
You want to get a trade? What you want to do? And
Yeah.
he might not know he want to do yet.
Mm-hmm.
So what you do is, if he say he wanted to do be a doctor, well, he got to be good at math, he got to be good at science, he got to read very well. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to comprehend and articulate very well to be able to talk to that patient without scaring that
Mm-hmm.
patient half to death. You understand? If you want to be a lawyer, I mean, you got to do a whole lot of reading. You know what I'm saying? So he got to be able to he got to be able to what master the skill sets in the schooling that he's in. You know what I'm saying, on these particular subjects that expound him or her to being whatever they want to be. So education is supposed to be catered to what you want to be. Plus, you're going to have electives like theater arts and band and all the other stuff to give you your culture, you know, which a lot of schools I heard don't have anymore. So you'll get the culture and all the morale and all that. You're going to get that with the sports and all that. That's the morale and the prestiges of the school.
Mm-hmm.
And then you let them know, okay, if you go do this is gonna hurt you from getting to that level. Okay.
Gotcha.
Second about, and the next thing about is what I would say a lot of parents are doing now is y'all hold y'all kid back. You got a genius kid. The school will say, hey, we think your son needs to advance. Say you got a son or a daughter, right? And
Mm-hmm.
they in the 5th grade, right? And but they say, well, we want your son to take this little test here. Let's see where he placement at. That's how gaining run. And he passed ahead flying colors. I said, well, we can skip him to the 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
What parents would do is like, no, he needs the social skills. No. He's gonna get the social skills because when he get up to 8th grade, he's going to learn how to socialize anyway. So he can goddamn skip the kid over. It's like one dude had a thing where he had this little 9-year-old kid. He graduated high school. He graduated high school on his way to college. So another thing we can't do, you cannot be holding your kids back, because when you hold your kid back in education and they get bored, that's when they act a fool. So they're not being challenged. So if that school tell you that your kid is a genius, especially a black kid too, you know they don't want to tell that shit. And they tell you that your kid is a genius, you gonna skip him up a grade. If he come back, he in 8th grade, he take another test away. He can take. He's ready to graduate. Let him graduate and get his ass on and get his ass in the workforce fast as he can. Hell, some of these
Gotcha.
kids and some of these kids ain't meant to be. Some of these kids is ready to go. Some of these kids ready to earn. They're ready to go earn. You know what I'm saying? They already know what the real world's about. It's about getting money. It's about earning. And I learned my social skills as I'm going. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Because if I'm dealing with adults and shit, my social skills is gonna rise.
Right. Gotcha.
I'm done.
Got you. So I want to give y'all a clap to the panel and even the chat. Y'all deserve another one. Why not?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a good day. Good day. Enjoy being
Good
on
day.
this panel, number one, brother.
Yeah, thank you. And welcome to my channel, the underrated dog, yours truly, the #1 grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media. We got the lovely sis Coco Tina, and we got the strong smart brother Prince, and the title is it takes a little. It just takes a little. I will explain. And I want people to because I'm not gonna be here that long because I gotta get myself together. But I want to tell them that people that listening that there are resources out there that you could work on and learn from your mistakes, especially men, especially our people, especially our black man, our black woman. If you have a disagreement, don't let it fester, like Sister Coco's Tina saying, and Brother Prince is saying. It's very important, and you gotta know that there are sometimes people say, "Well, you just gotta see things how the goal. You see how thing goes." No, 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 you can't do that because that's when the mishaps happen. The hiccups is coming, and then you gotta clear that up. And each person existence have been abused. Their feelings have been abused. So we have to understand, have the foresight. They sit down. Even sometimes they don't want to say, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Okay, and then apologize. Apologize genuinely. Don't just apologize. Just I apologize. Just want to do. No, 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 no. Trust me, that love one will see through that. You apologize. And at the same time, if you had time, go to bed or something like that. Go and talk about something that is positive. Or, get it on. Like I said before, take a ride. Like sometimes I remember my late mother and my late father. They used to get in an argument. Sometimes they take a ride. And my father was a difficult man to deal with. I'm not gonna lie. He was a difficult man to deal with, So they take a ride. Or sometimes, like that, sometimes they take us to White Castle and they tell us what we want and they go in there and get it and we just stay in the car. But usually we go outside, we go inside the White Castle. So once in a while we do eat at White Castle, but most of the time we eat at the car. And sometimes like you need the White Castle, go through. You say, look, y'all want to go? You want to go? Take a ride. I remember one time. It was something happened to the family, and my parents was very upset about it. I forgot what it was, and they started bickering. You know what I'm saying? So, and I have to say that my late grandmother on my mother's side, she started it. And of course, Christian, me and my late mother, my late father, and my mother's like, nah, we gotta take a ride. And that was one times like I went with them. Matter of fact, I think I was the youngest at the time. I think that's my second old sister and my younger brother. They, my late younger brother, they was home. They could have took a ride, but they didn't want to. They said they always knock the door. Come on, so you take a ride? I said, it's all right. Don't worry about it. Well, Father, it's all right. Go take a ride and everything. As a matter of fact, that's the same night with the White Castle, boy. That White Castle clean me the hell out. I ain't lying you, boy. Woo, boy, clean me. Man, clean me up. My stomach was hurt too, but my stomach was not hurt no more. You know what I'm saying? My stomach was not hurt no more. You know what I mean? Yeah, my stomach was not hurt no more. Yeah, I had to laugh at that, yo. Yeah, I had to keep on laughing at that. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I'm more booty boo boo. You know what I mean? And so, after all that happened, I was better and everything. We took a ride to North Carolina. Whoever it is, they talk.
I'm back.
Okay, great to hear, great to be back, great to be here. And so so we went to these. At first, we started to Jersey, and I never forget. It was like Friday night. And he said, "Well," and I was sleeping. You know, I love rides. So they say, "You want to ride in North Carolina?" So they say, "You sleep." I said, "No, I ain't sleep no more." They said, "You want to ride in North Carolina? We get you some food." I said, "Okay." And we took a ride, and then everything was all good. They said, "You can get whatever you want and stuff like that, but we going back." I said, "Okay." And we did that. We left. I think we left like maybe got White Castle maybe 7. Got back because it was tension. I'm just letting you know it was tension, and got back to maybe like some after they ate the burger and stuff like that. It was still tension there, and that's what my mother said. We got to go out. This is not helping. I ate my burgers. That's why I tell you. You know what I'm saying? And I almost made a boo boo laugh. I was big boo boo. I was like, ooh. I was doing the dance, woo, and but but I got through it and everything, and when I was younger, when I learned, we was on our way back to New York, that those little things does count. It counts, and that's very very important that we have to understand. It's very, very important. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna end this because I got definitely gotta take care of some things. So Brother Prince, make your last remarks, and after that, Sister Coco Tina, please.
Well, I'll go.
Go ahead.
Like I said, it's just it's just the little
Yeah, man.
things.
Peace and respect to number one Grinda, Coco Tina. Thank you for letting me come up on the panel.
Anytime.
All I got to say. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead,
All I
bro.
wanted to say, yeah, man, is just. Yeah, all I want to say, yeah, man, it's all about the little things. It's all about being mindful and respectful of other person's, mindset. Have a collective mindset and look out for each other. And I think everything will be all right. It's gonna be ups, it's gonna be peaks and valleys. But hey, we all from the rough side of the mountain though, so you just got to be real about it. So just be mindful of what you're doing out there and be considerate of your significant other and make decisions based on the collective. And I think everything will be all right.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate you. Next one, Sister Coco Tina, please.
I hope you can hear me, but
Yeah, I can hear you.
it's just the only thing I need to say is just remember, it just takes a little effort to move things, and just remember that communication, have that little communication that goes a long way.
Okay. Thank you very much. On behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the underrated one. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media. The best of the business. This is the last of It Just Takes a Little. I will explain. If anybody that wants to donate, you see his flashes on the ticket. Donations is accepted. Hashtag. I'm sorry. Um, there you go. $ capital JT 53000 and my PayPal.me/JT Black 53. My cash app. Let me read it again. My cash app is $ capital JT 53000. or I have PayPal, paypal.me/JTBlack53. If I want to donate, if anybody wants to donate, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just make sure every little helps for the big picture and also for long term. Y'all have a good night. Be well, be well, be well. Ghosts.